What's up? My name is Emrose and I do a lot of stuff. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is the place where I kind of record things going on in my creative life. I'm an author and an artist, and both of those things are gonna be part of today's video. I am filming on a new phone. I'm really excited. You can see a lot of me. You can see a lot of details. I'm trying to get cozy here because what's today's plan? I want to do some writing sprints, some free writing, some working on my outline, which I talked a lot about in my last video if you want to recap, I guess. But basically I am working on the outline for a new YA project, and what I thought might be fun is if I do sprints based on my embroidery machine. Now, let me turn you to look at her, okay? She's right there, and my computer's there, my thread, and all my mess. I've thought about this for a little bit, and what's interesting about the embroidery is a lot of the files that I want to use for this project take about 12 to 20 minutes. Which are all very good sprinting times. So if I type while the machine is going, we could keep that up for a while is what I'm thinking. And that seems really fun to me because then I get a break and then I get to reset the hoop and everything. So let's see how it goes. I also have kind of the project, the embroidery project, is kind of fun, whimsical. Elven is what I'm trying to go for. We'll see. It's going to be an outrageous amount of embroidery. So we're starting with a white t-shirt. Okay. Very basic. I thrifted this. And I'm going to have to use stabilizer. I'll get that set up in a second. But I want to pick colors here. This setup. Okay. So the inspiration is opalescence. These are slightly more pastel than I usually go with my art or my crafts or whatever. It's just it's a little bit more unicorn, but I want to keep some of the tones really saturated and bright, maybe really bright yellow or teal color. So I think I definitely want that pink. We're doing these. Okay. Plus some white. It's not going to be in rainbow order like this. Okay? It's going to be more fun. I have a vision, okay? And it's really weird. And we just gotta roll with it. I need to wind some bobbins for sure. This is what I'm looking at, okay? That one. Actually pretty early today. You know what time it is? It's 11 a.m. And I've done multiple things. I got ready after going on a walk. Was it insomnia induced? Yes, absolutely. No doubt about it. So that's a plus and minus. I have some work to do as well. There will probably be a work sprint in here. Maybe a couple. But that's not the priority until afternoon, I think. Ideally. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Here's Unseemly Ursula. I'm gonna try her bobbin winder, but it's a little busted. Okay, it's going. Whatever the problem was before, it was winding underneath there. So I've just been winding bobbins on my machine. I wonder if it has an auto stop or if it's just gonna go. Oh, it has stopped. I'm just staring at it as nothing is happening. Yeah. Woo! 2 bobbins to start. I'm gonna need so many, but this is gonna be a multi-day project. We're just getting started here. I may or may not be listening to some Sims streamers at the same time as this. So I'm going to continue doing that while I mark out my design a little bit. So I have some guidelines because it's kind of hard to position these hoops when there are no marks on the shirt. It's a little finicky. And so even when you get the hoop down, sometimes you need to put the start of the machine like in a different place. So I'm gonna mark out a little bit of a guide for this swirling design we're making with different stitch patterns. We're starting here-ish. Do you see that faint blue swirl mark? Okay, so I used like that evaporate kind of pen or like iron off. Are you? I think it irons off. But here's where we're starting. I'm gonna start at the bottom because I don't care about that quite as much. So I'm gonna put the hoop there and pick a design to get started. Okay, I'm replacing the needle because it's been a while. I think I've only replaced this needle once, so like, yeah, it's really done a lot of work for me. Wow, I'm so good at this. Can you even see it though? I'm struggling. You're gonna screw that in. And that's happy. Bobbin. Pop that in. Easy peasy. Okay, then let's pick my actual design. This is like from my downloads. I made a file of the ones for this project. They're all like this kind of stuff. I need more, honestly. I want to start with this one, I think. But let me look at the last page again. Okay, that one's too big. That one must just be a smidge too big for my 4x4 frame. But we're gonna do this one. I think I've stitched this before. We'll see. Okay. How much can we rotate it? It's rather large. Let's make it smaller. And let's put it in the corner. Like that. Let's see how long it says. 10 minutes. Pretty good for our first sprint. It keeps recording because I like put my hand up. It has like an automatic thing, but I think I'm gonna start with this color. So I'm loading that up now. I have like the tension set kind of low and I don't remember what I was stitching previously that I did that for. Just bump it up a little bit. It has an auto threader, but I never use it. Okay, let me give you this view for a second here. Here's the frame. These take forever to set up, so I'm hoping I can do this one down here and then another one. I'm hoping for some of these I can even do 3 designs per placement, but it's going to be a little complicated, and that will be the most time-consuming part for sure. And maybe like this, like putting the frame in, all that. I want to get one of those magnetic frames. Like this one has a screw, as you can see, and it's like you have to use this to get it really tight. It actually takes like a lot of effort and like pressure. It's kind of hard on my hands, and the magnetic ones look so easy in comparison. Let's just see where it's gonna place it. Needle's not down. I want to see. Okay, so this button lets you see the edges of the design, where they are on here so it'll move around. Let me show you. Okay, yeah, that's exactly right. So we're in good shape. And it goes back to the middle. I like that. I think we can set this, and then I'm going to do this 10-minute sprint. Oftentimes this is a little bit short, the estimate as well. I've noticed it tends to be longer. We'll have to see how it goes today. All right. I'm gonna put the foot down. This turned green. That means it's ready to get started. And go. I think that was right around 10 minutes. It may have even been like a little bit shorter. I'm just doing some warm-up sprints. The cat's here letting me know that he needs food like right now. So I'm gonna take care of that and set the next one, which will be on the same frame and kind of like overlapping is the plan. I think we're gonna go, I'm gonna play it safe and do blue next. So I changed the thread. Now I'm setting this pattern. What we're really testing the limits of with this machine is like rotating the files. I guess it's not really the machine, it's the files. Some of them aren't programmed to do this. So I'm going with this one to be placed in kind of the upper right corner. And let's look at where it is again. Okay, it's pretty big still. Like I wish, let me fiddle with it a little more. I changed some stuff up, flipped it, doing something a little bit different for this part. It is like, the first one I did is really big. So I'm getting used to kind of how this is gonna work and what we're gonna have to do when we move the frame. Okay? Should be interesting. But this one's only gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish my warm up. See how it goes. It begins. This is just the start. My tension is wrong, so I lowered it. But these turned out fine. I'm gonna move the hoop up a good amount, I think. And see if we can add a couple more in there. I think I might need more files, which kind of bums me out. But I can make some. That's something I need to practice. And I can probably find some more. I'm fading a little bit. I might need to eat lunch. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. What else do I need to write today? I should really work on my outline. I'm gonna do that and pull that up. I'm on one of those sites where you can download free patterns. This is where I've gotten like everything so far, basically. And I picked too many from here. I'm just gonna pick like the main ones and add my least favorites for now to a wish list instead. Oh, now they have top picks for me. That one looks good. It's gonna kind of be a little bit of a sidetrack mission while I do this, but I'm gonna put more designs on my flash drive. I'm gonna hang out with my emotional support Rengoku and then keep on keeping on. Setting this frame like broke me a little bit. I did it about 80 times. No, but I had to reset it like three major times, I would say. Horrible. In there. Okay, what's good now is that I have downloaded more varieties of sizes, so most of the ones I had were taking up the whole frame. Now I got some little ones. And I'm probably going to rotate this if I can. Now let's see what fun stuff we can do. Yes! I don't know if that meant anything to you guys watching, but I'm going to set this. We're going to see how long it is. See how much I can get done. And then after this sprint, I need to eat lunch. So, let's go. 6 minutes. Ooh, it's short. That's okay. Are we, like, starting to get the vision? Do you see where I'm going here? I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. What color should we do next? Maybe, like, a yellow right there. And one right there. You didn't see that at all. I'm going to try to do something here and here on this hoop. This one's tiny. Let's go. Work sprint time. I have 2 things I need to do. I also am snacking, and life is good. But I think I need to take a nap, catch up on the sleep I didn't get this morning, and then come back this afternoon for... Okay, what I've decided my outline like really needs is a separate timeline for all the magic characters, all the fake characters. I need to know a little bit more about where they are and what their motivations are throughout it. I put on the witch hat that I made to get in the magical mood. Another one done. Do we see it coming together? I think the pen is kind of distracting now, but that will all go away. I'm excited. Good morning. So guess what? I fell asleep yesterday because I had a migraine. Wow. It's the next morning. It's pretty early again because I have an appointment today. It's about to turn 8. I'm back at it. Except I kind of need to figure out what I'm doing today, like what the essential tasks are. So I'm going to be doing some like brain wake up activities, some list making, and then eventually we will get back to the writing goals that I talked about yesterday with like unpacking my fae / demonic system and some of the core motivations there. I've been doing so much like free writing and very loosey-goosiness. And part of me is like, that's okay, that's where I should be on this project. And part of me is like, get together, girl. So maybe we just settle for a mix of that. That one. We're gonna pop in the blue thread again. And then, yeah. After that, I'll have to move the hoop. But then hopefully we can do some pinks. It's a little after 9, which means I have an hour and a half where I have to leave. I need to leave at 11. Yeah. I've moved the hoop. I've set a new pattern. It's going to be in this color. And let's see how long the stitch out is. 9 minutes for our first sprint. I'm going to make my invoice for one of my jobs in that time because that's important. And then I'll probably be hopping around between some of the top priority tasks. And hopefully within like 40 minutes, working on my outline again. All right, let's go. That took me a while. It's getting to the point where I probably need to invest in an invoice management system but I just like write them all myself in Google Docs right now. So sometimes it takes a hot minute, but the stitching turned out really great. Yes! Yay! So let's find another one while I send, I think, looks like 1 to 2 more emails. I did another one, I'll show you in a second, but I ended up just spending this hour on emails and like a bunch of social media posts, crossing so much stuff off my list, which is good. But now I only have a few minutes, so I need to eat something before I go, even though it's super early, and probably feed my cats and get ready, get some Botox. That's where I'm going. I'm getting my TMJ taken care of again. I always feel like I look a little crazy in this cosmetic dermatology office. I'm not very normal looking there. But I picked an outfit that I really like, that I just like have the expectation of, you know, not looking very normal in. Not very like, I don't know, they're just like cute athleisure, like hair done really nice kind of girlies. But I'm just gonna look like this today. Push the bangs back when we need to, but it's fine, it's fine. There's a little bit of weirdness going into like a cosmetic dentistry office. Anyway, I'll do my outro later, hopefully with some more actual writing, but here is the one I just, whoops. You see that pinky purple one? I was taking a risk here because it overlaps such thick stitches, but I didn't break another needle. I broke one right here this morning. I think it was kind of a fluke though. It handles it pretty well. So I need to move the frame again, put another piece of stabilizer. This is looking pretty good. Okay, folks, I have so much more on this. Look at it. One tiny corner is done. So much like my writing, very ongoing project right here. I'd love for you to tell me what's the weirdest writing sprint method you've ever done. How have you combined your hobbies together into a weird mashup? How have you balanced different interests in kind of a funny way? Do you like to machine embroider? Do you like, oh, hi Smoke. Would you like to see more of my embroidery projects, even though they're kind of random? How do we feel about elfcore? Are we all being peculiar little elves this year? Let me know. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you want to stay updated with all of the things that I do, and support me because it really helps me out. You can also catch me on other social media at @mroseeric. I'll put my links down below. That's it for now. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.